Skaters recently built this Renegade Bull under a bridge, which has provided skaters with a place to skate when it's raining. Every skate park that's indoors in California is either expensive to skate, or you have to be a part of a community/team that has a training facility. So it's been raining for the last 4 days in San Diego, or in Oceanside, so I just drove about 40 minutes down to Washington Street Skate Park. It's a DIY skate park made by skaters. It's the only park that's under a bridge here in San Diego that's like basically skatable when it's raining, although it is still wet right now. I want to go check out this Renegade Bull some skaters built. Something I wanted to talk about is like skaters building illegal skate spots and how good that really does help the community. There's a lot of good things that come from breaking the law, and that might sound contradictory, but I think most of the times you have to actually break rules in order to create anything new or create change. So there is a bus stop right here. It can take you to Washington Street, and then there's a trolley behind me that you can hear right now coming. So no matter what, when I was young, I can get here. So I could take the trolley, I could take the bus here. I didn't need my parents to get here, and I could help. That's so cool. That something a lot of skate parks don't actually consider nowadays, especially in California. You got to drive so much. So yeah, you can come here. They got a quarter potty. You can use it. The point being is like it really activated me as a kid to actually use the public transit and like do stuff. Been so many times where people come up to the front gate, they think it's closed, and they leave because there is a latch. You have to like unlatch it. I unlocked the gate. That guy could have just came in here, but instead he walked away. And I think that's kind of the cool part about Washington Street. It makes it special. Like, unless you know type of thing. And the community here definitely knows. Like, if you come down here, you know all about that. You know the etiquette, and that's what makes it so special. Now, since I have the key to open up the skate park at Washington Street, obviously I have an obligation as well. There's etiquette to me. I can't just open the skate park and leave it if it was going to be raining all day, for example. That'd be really bad. I wouldn't do that. However, knowing that the sun is coming out, I can open up the skate park and start drying it, knowing that other skaters will come and close it. So there is etiquette. So yeah, just having that ownership basically is really cool. Like, people willing to give me the secret passcode so that I can be involved kind of makes me want to make sure that I hold up the stakes and hold up those rules and hold up the etiquette, essentially. So a lot of the times when the general public sees my video titles, they get pretty triggered about skaters building renegade skate spots. The thing is, skaters are paying for a lot of these things out of our own pocket. But in general, I honestly think change happens with breaking rules and breaking down standard processes. I made a whole video series about making skate parks the right, proper way, going through the city, getting a budget, doing all of that. But the thing is, skaters don't always want to do that. They want to change the system and change the process. And that's where DIY really does bring a special aspect to all of the community of skateboarding. So the end result of this illegal skate park that was built by skaters ended up getting legal. Now it is a really good community activated space. It's more than a skate park. Like, people come down here and just hang out, they clean up, they fix the skate park, they honk horns, and they go to the local shops and contribute to the shops. People travel here from all around the world, helps the local economy. So it just goes to show that sometimes you can do this illegal thing, like trying to build a skate park, and now it is one of the coolest things in all of San Diego, in my opinion. The problem with a lot of California skate parks is that like the locals don't really embrace the skate park. They don't enforce the etiquette. Here at Washington Street, you can't bike here, you can't scooter here. I'm sorry, it's not my rules, but they enforce them. The locals hold the etiquette, which I think is really healthy. Like, if someone's gonna come down here and start talking shit to some little kid or being a punk to some little kid, the locals will check them. They also raise money for the skate park, insurance, the quarter potty, everything like that. So they have more ownership of the skate park, and I think it's a more respectful space, like way more than a general public skate park, even though it might be more intimidating because Washington Street's DIY. In general, people treat each other way better here than at a regular skate park because they're just healthy etiquette. The locals know the etiquette, everyone kind of embraces it, and they respect each other, rather than a skate park where like everyone's just fighting for a run. So I think that alone makes these DIY skate parks very special, and then people can go and use that in other areas of their life. So it's beyond skateboarding. All right, Washington Street, it's definitely a little slippery right now. So I want to go check out the Renegade Bull that some guys recently built under a bridge. It's super rad. Yeah, I slipped down that back feet. That really scared me. So let's go check out the Renegade Snatch 2.0 bowl. All right, I told one small lie. We're actually gonna check out the first DIY skate spot that I ever kind of helped at real quick. So I will gladly give this spot away because A, I built it or helped build it with my friend June Hooker back in the day, probably like 10 years ago. And it goes to show you like location is everything, but sometimes you don't know what's gonna stick. Like a cop pulled over, a police man pulled over when we were building this. Luckily he got another call and like just took off because that call is probably like way more of an emergency than what we were doing, building a ski spot on the side of the basically highway. And this is located in Old Town, really close to Washington Street. Come skate it, come fix it if you want to. It's been here for 10 plus years. I don't know, I haven't seen anybody skate it for a long time, but still standing. Actually take it back. Last time I was here, there was a gap. Like because as you can see, I'm on the side of a highway. It's probably super loud right now. Because like it got pushed back from time and it looks like someone actually filled the gap with the transition right here. So shout out to whoever is fixing up the spot and still skating it. That's dope. Fortunately, you gotta step through a lot of mud to get to this bowl right now. We made it though. That just like goes to show you, like I was saying before, the location. You never know. Kind of had to build a bowl like this under a bridge where like nobody's gonna mess with it. There's homeless encampments right here, so hopefully they don't really care. And you know, it's not a disturbance to like everyday people essentially. So yeah, gotta trek through some mud to get to this renegade bowl. I gotta get this mud off my feet. Like there's like 3 inches on my shoes right now. This is the only piece of concrete. Kind of have to wipe it off on our skate obstacle, unfortunately. Man, that really knocked the wind out of me right there. That's the thing about these like small bowls. Like you think they're easier, just like people think curbs are easier, but you're closer to the ground. There's more impact. There's less time to fall good, kind of catch yourself. Like I was trying to curl slide. I just went straight into the coping. That really messed me up. I wanted to skate more. Hopefully I can see if I'll get a little more. I'm so like, haven't skated in like a week since COVID, the last video that I made, slapping some curbs. So yeah, I'm just kind of getting back into the groove. Although I want to skate a lot this week, the rainy weather isn't really allowing me that. So I'm super thankful for the people that built this bowl. Check out this coping too. Ooh, it's that like aggravated coping. So they really exposed the rock, essentially. See all the rock in there? It's not super smooth, which is really fun to grind because it really like takes a lot of girth, really grind your trucks down. It feels really good. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy this quick little video. Check out this bowl. Trying to get my groove back into skating lately. So yeah, it's gonna come with some time. Make sure you subscribe, hit that like button underneath, really helps me support. I have channel members also. I'm gonna be uploading a lot of my DIY stuff to the channel members, also be giving away locations. A lot to come with channel members, so if you really wanna support me, go ahead and please check that out. Yeah, shout out to everyone who's building DIY spots. I love you.